Hello there, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the finale of Summer in Carcosa, our Monsterhearts 2 actual play series here on Sword and Key. You're here for the last time to see our players deal with, cosmic horror, summertime adventures, and the messiness that is young adults and young teenagers trying to get involved in love when, the King in Yellow shows up. Standard story. Kind of happens a lot of the time, but it doesn't happen a lot of the time. Having a specific cast just like this who are all going to take some time to introduce themselves, we are going to start, for the last time, with Monroe.
Hey y'all, I'm Monroe. I use he, they pronouns, and I'm here playing our Fae, Mercury Florez, who uses any and all pronouns.
Fantastic. And now we are going to go over to Ventris.
Hi guys, I'm Ventris. I've been playing Trinity Davis, who my pronouns are she, they, her pronouns are she, her, and she is of the Cerberus playbook.
Next up, Maia.
Oh, my mic is on. Hello, my name is Maia, and I'm going to play Lucy Davis, and I have the Witch playbook. We are both she, her. Oh, and I also have a little surprise. Tell me if you guys can see it. That's what I want to show. Look at this.
It's tea!
I got the tea.
Yeah!
This is
Yay!
I got
That is a good surprise.
myself. I got Friday afternoon tea.
Yay!
Excellent.
You'll have to
Woohoo!
report back and tell me what you think. I hope,
yeah.
I hope I nailed it.
Yes.
We shall see
Oh, yeah.
how it goes.
Oh yeah.
Next up, LD.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lady Dame or LD, and today I will be playing, for the last time, Astrid Guidry, who uses the Werewolf playbook.
Woo.
Yay!
That is delightful. And for those of you who do not happen to know me, my name is Angela Mogrovejo Bosch. I have been many different NPCs, many different crushes that you probably have gained over time, and maybe discovered things about yourself because of how I play them. But I am your master of ceremonies, and also as the little artwork, which our own fantastic Maia is okay over on Instagram was so wonderful in creating for us. The King in Yellow, Hastor, the kind of abominable one in many ways, though less obvious and not as mainstream as his sibling Cthulhu, which I think is warranted, because Hastor is much cooler. Cthulhu is overhyped. I said it. I will continue to say it. Anyways, this has been a charity series. We have been supporting and getting funds raised for Trans Lifeline, which, given the current state of absolute structural hostility towards trans folk in the US, we could definitely use the support and resources right now. So if you are watching and are able to donate some amount, we would deeply appreciate it. And by donating, you are able to give the players much needed support with additions to rolls, the ability to roll with different stats, or even being able on this final session to give them a vision, which I promise on this occasion will not necessarily be ominous, but be probably hopeful. We'll see how I'm feeling at the time in which I give the vision. But all of that to be said, however you're ever supposed. Excellent. I appreciate that comment regarding March of Madness bracket with Cthulhu not winning. It's
2 years
deserved.
running, Cthulhu has never won.
Good. Never earned it. Never deserved it. I stand by that position. Hastor is better. Anyways,
Admittedly, Hastor hasn't won either, but that's partly
fine.
because Derek introduced Mahithra to me, so.
damn it, I have to go look into more cosmic horror again. Anyways, this is a complaint, of
She's
course.
a wolf mommy.
Okay, that solves the question. Mahithra for all of eternity, everyone. Bow down to Mahithra. Anyways, if you aren't already. Carrying on from that, we are going to get into it, folks, with the final session of everything here for Summer in Carcosa. This is field trip number 12 to greet the dawn. Last time, throughout the course of this entire series, our group has been a rather rowdy bunch of camp counselors at Camp Avery's Camp for Supernatural teens and children. This kind of whole experience has maybe been waylaid a little bit by the fact that a dreadful presence has grown in influence throughout the whole of the lake and the camp itself. What started as simply a local kind of offshoot being known as the Watcher in the Lake was soon revealed to be something much grander and much more horrifying. The King in Yellow, an entity from another realm, most known for influences of madness, playing with time, hallucinations, dissociation, and a lot of thalassophobic concerns. If you are someone who has any sort of hesitations about deep sea creatures or what have you, or messy relationships, please do not continue watching. This is definitely not going to be the series, nor is this at all going to be the episode for you. Our group has been, over time, slowly trying to unravel what exactly the King in Yellow's plans have been. A lot of them really boiling down to gaining influence in the world and wanting, like many beings whose forms, concepts, and stories are told, to be remembered. The King in Yellow has chosen to try and make essentially a focus point of one young, selkie boy at the camp by the name of Adrian. And while the group has successfully helped encourage Adrian to push away his would-be, we put friend, but there's like neon sign size level quotation marks around it, the King in Yellow has had one last fell attempt made on Adrian's well-being. He has taken Adrian's sealskin and is causing him quite a lot of distress from that. And so the group has decided to split up and try and make use of their individual efforts to try and both distract the King in Yellow and invoke a ritual that involves Lucy's mother and a local witch who is involved with the camp. All of this meanwhile, while Astrid and Trin are attempting to distract various other individuals, and I forget what Mercury was doing exactly at this point in time as well.
Mercury was with the witches.
Ah, yes, you were with the witches. You were trying to go and help do this ritual, and so that is where we are picking up as these three individual points for the group, and where we are starting off with the King's ambitions to try and create a permanent hold using a valued object that is important to Adrian. Now, you have had the literal manifestation of Carcosa appear on the lake itself. It has taken over pretty much all of the space, and while each of you have gone about your own individual efforts, there have been varying levels of success. The distraction crew is doing great. They have managed to successfully keep several of these creatures away from anyone else involved. Oh wow, we have just received a donation for everyone has rerolls in the party. Thank you, Dax. What a wonderful thing you are. Thanks.
Nice. I'll take it.
Oh God, we might need them.
The witches, unfortunately, are dealing with trying to get to the abandoned boathouse, and while they have made it to the boathouse successfully, there is a guard in the duplicitous Henry Forrester outside. And while sort of pulling back the curtain a little bit, the group does not see this happening, but so that everyone is aware of it happening, the main group that was sent for to take Adrian and any of the other kids to safety up north to the cave where Ariadne was, have managed to do that, but only at the cost of Viv, one of Astrid's packmates, deciding to just pull them away and distract them as best she can. So right now, this is where we're picking up, folks. Who do we start with next? First? Would we like to go with the distraction squad or the witches?
Let's start with the witches.
Let's start with the distraction squad.
I can roll for this, folks, if you want.
Roll for it.
Okay.
Let the fates decide.
Yeah.
And by fates, I mean Eldritch Horrors.
Okay,
Yep.
so evens are witches, odds are distraction.
Okay. Evens are witches, odds are distraction.
Yes.
We have... Interesting. A 3. So that is odds.
What?
So it is a distraction starting
Let's go.
Okay. Distraction group. So Astrid and Trin, as you are trying to run and essentially just kite several of these creatures away, you are really the only ones fully aware. Just kind of the state of the camp as it is right now. You do not see any of the campers anywhere as you're roaming around. It seems as though they have all been tucked away or sort of suggested to hide by anyone who has remained free of the king's influence. But what you do see is a long line of counselors who are all in various states of dazed and confused. They all seem to be lost and drifting in daydreams, perhaps nightmares that have come alive. It's uncertain, but many of them just seem to have a permanent sort of gleam of yellow across their eyes. It's uncertain if any of them feel as though they are being hostile towards you yet,
Okay.
but you do have the sense that this could change at any given moment. Now, quick question to the group. Who was with you? Was it Daryl, or did you bring one? Because I think you sent the werewolves to go take care of the kids.
The
We
werewolf.
sat.
Aaron and Viv
we
went
sat-
to get the kids. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it was Zeke and Viv that were with the kids. Aaron with the witches.
You're right. And I think Daryl also went with the witches because of we thought that the dream thing might help with an Adrian illusion, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
So I think, is it just
Oh, I thought he was part of the distraction squad.
Daryl? Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean,
It's up to you
I'm
to
cool.
decide. I'm fine with because it's finale. Just like
I'm cool with
retconning
it.
elements. I'm fine
Because the Adrian simulacrum would be helpful, and or start inserting the idea of the Watcher into people's heads through their unconscious minds.
Right. Sure.
I will say right now, also for the benefits of anyone who has access to it, there are 2 moons in the sky.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
People
about to
are-
take advantage of that also.
So
Yeah, too many moons.
So right now, you have a line of counselors who are present, and who, as you are trying to distract and kite away, a few of them move closer to you. What are any of you doing?
I would like to take this opportunity to use my heightened senses to assess this situation here.
Okay, heightened senses. Let's go.
And
First
since there
roll.
are 2 moons, I roll with 3 dark.
That is correct. So
I
heightened
mean,
senses.
it's the same for 1 moon versus 2. I'm just saying, it's like really a thing.
If you weren't sure if you were bathed in moonlight before, you're certainly bathed in moonlight now.
I think perhaps I'm gonna take advantage of that reroll right now.
Oh god.
Oh God. Well,
Already.
Thanks, Dax!
that's a comforting start.
That's so sad.
That is so much better. All right. So, I mean, I rolled with the reroll. I rolled a 10 plus 3 for a total of 13.
13. So you may ask 3 questions from below and
Great.
take 1 forward.
Perfect. I will ask, let's see. Which enemy is the most vulnerable to me?
I would say... Before I forget, let me pull up the other doc that has a few other NPCs. And here, there is... I would say actually that there is a librarian bookkeeper here who, even in the midst of being enthralled by a cosmic entity, still has other thoughts on her mind. So she would be the easiest to push through
Okay.
and potentially also break. I will note for the record, she is a succubus. You would know this ahead of time.
Cool. Great. what poses the biggest threat to me?
The biggest threat overall is, I would say, I'm trying to, I would actually say it's Amarilla who is present amongst the crowd. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. You see Amarilla there, and she is not enthralled whatsoever. She sees the situation, and she basically is taking this as a chance to be like, well, the best chance I have to get out of this is to align myself with the evil fucking yellow entity.
Okay,
so she
cool.
would be the hardest to convince or do anything to like break to.
Cool.
Because she's the most in tune with the king by nature of she gave all of you up the fastest.
Bitch.
I know. And what is... I'm gonna say this is going to be about Amarilla specifically. What's their secret weakness?
Ooh.
I would say it's honestly the fact that she is mortal. She is outside of her parents or any other connection.
Mm-hmm.
She's nobody, really. She's not of anything supernatural. She has no real interest or genuine connection to any of the camp. Any connection that she has here has been either forced or artificial. There is, if you play on that and attack her directly and do not give her any chance to really give any words in at all, she will crumble, and that's another bit of the king's influence losing hold. Because part of what's strongest about the king's presence here is that there are people who genuinely believe in him because his influence is growing.
Mm-hmm.
Amarilla was one of the first to give in because she was like, well, I have the most to gain, so why wouldn't I believe?
So if we give her more to lose than she stands to gain in this exact moment.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. And you may go about this by whatever means you see fit.
And
If
I
we deem it necessary.
I think at this point, Astrid is, I wouldn't say like fully transformed, but she's in that like, but she's in that like halfway werewolf state where, you know, the muscles have grown, those claws are out, the teeth are longer, the ears are slightly more pointed, the fur has started to grow along her, but we haven't like hit full like transformation yet. This is like, you know, sort of, I don't know how to else describe it, but yeah, essentially like half mode. And I think in this state, she will have conveyed all of those things that she learned to Trinity.
Okay. All right, so you said that'd be the distraction. We did not specify. We need to figure out how we're going to be the distraction.
No,
I left that up to you to decide.
I think, I mean,
we know the lake would be the fastest way to get his attention, but what would we
Yes.
do there? That's also
Right.
because being in the lake is also the greatest danger to us, and we would be the Natsu. I swear to God.
The cat needed to make sure that
Yeah.
actually the greatest danger to Ventris is I can block your screen.
you're muted now. I think your cat muted you.
That is the best.
That's so funny. Hilarious. Did your cat unplug your microphone? What happened? Oh God. Well,
Ventris may need a second.
we may have to go back over to the witches while Ventris gets sound figured out.
How convenient.
I do love that this is how we have a tech malfunction, not because production had any issues, but a cat got in the way.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe come back to us.
Yeah, I'll come back to y'all while Ventris pleads and hopes. So, typical cat, manifestations of chaos. So while that group is figuring out their situation, mostly Ventris, we cut over to the boathouse, where on the exterior of the boathouse, the witches have arrived and seen that there is a lurking, massive Henry Forrester standing outside. What are you all doing?
You said there's a what, Henry Forrester? What was the word you said before?
Massive,
Mass- oh,
hulking.
massive. Oh,
Because Henry is, by standard form, a rather big dude. He is metaphorically and in a lot of ways quite literally a bear.
Sasquatch.
and I believe in the last session, we do know that this is the faux Henry.
Yes, you do know that this one, because the one part of the reason going to the boathouse might help you is that Henry, the real Henry, is being hidden there.
Can I take a second as we see this to gaze into the abyss?
Yep. By all means, friend, what are you looking for?
I'm trying to see if they're like what weaknesses a creature like this has, other than just straight up attacking it. Because we have Aaron, but
Do you want to lose another werewolf this quickly?
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'd rather not.
I
LD just straight up like, if you take my werewolves, I swear to God, I will kill you, Angela.
Do it.
okay. I have something I want to do too, so I'll wait for
Okay,
you
so
after.
so you want to know weaknesses about this? Okay, so gaze into the abyss.
Yeah, with dark, that's a 9.
That's a 9. Shows you confusing and alarming visions on a 7 to 9, but you get your answer nonetheless. There is. I'm gonna give you your answer this way. Mercury, what is your deepest fear?
I think my deepest fear would be insecurity.
You see, I am going to put it this way, and I'm going to ask this as a safety check-in for Monroe. Is it okay if I push a bit on Mercury?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you see a mirror appear in front of you, Mercury. And everything that you see reflected back is everything that you are not. It's everything that in your head tells you you cannot be that. That what you want to be in the world, how you want to be perceived, respected as, treated as, is denied to you. And that at any given moment you try and fix those things, your secondary image almost says, no, you can't do that. But as this secondary image goes away from you, you see Henry there, the real Henry, wrapped up in a mass of what appear to be tendrils of algae and seaweed just covering all over his body, and all he is able to see is a fake version of himself telling him, you didn't do enough for them. You haven't tried hard enough. All that's happening right now, it's your fault, Henry. You didn't do enough to protect them. You're not certain the entirety of what this means, but you know that something about the king's power is anchored to fear. It is anchored to a sense of being misaligned with your own perception of yourself and your own strengths. That is what you get from gazing into the abyss.
Okay. I think I would try to relay that to the group. That obviously the king basically relishes on our fear. And I don't kind of looks at Cece and Aaron, and I don't quite know. I don't know what that means. Like, I do, but I don't.
Would you like me to see what Lucy is interested in doing if you can't think of anything at this moment?
Yeah.
Lucy, you have this information now, but what are you interested in trying to do?
Going to look at this massive person. I'm staring at their eyes and I say, Je vous ligote. And I'm going to bind him.
Okay. You're going to try and bind him. So you can cast hexes. So you either expend a sympathetic ritual or you meet the target's gaze and chant at them in tongues. Roll with dark.
Yes. Um, 7.
7. On a 7 to 9, it works, but choose one. The casting does you 1 harm, the hex has weird side effects, or you trigger your darkest self.
I will take 1 harm from it. As I feel like this is, I feel like it's more, like I'll trigger 1 harm, but I feel like it's more mental harm that she's taking in as she's trying so hard in this moment and on this day to do everything correctly and just under a lot of like mental pressure and stress. So I think that's where it comes in as she expels it.
No, you have this full Henry form bound for this moment. It keeps trying to like talk and reach out to all of you, but it cannot physically reach any of the Coven group right now.
Yes, so I believe this version can still speak, but it cannot physically harm others. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what I did.
That's why it's like every time it tries to reach out, it's like its arms just immediately get repelled by some sort of invisible force.
Okay, so then I will look to the others. Whatever this creature is, I just bound it. I think I'm a little unsure because I'm new to this, but I don't think it'll be able to hurt any of us. So it's kind of like a layup. Whatever you guys want to do next. And I like step back a little bit from it.
You see the Henry figure like looking directly at Cece, and you see like the eyes grow pure yellow, and you see it say, "Have you always been worried about being a pretender amongst all of those you're with? Worried that no matter how much you learn, how much you try and reconnect, you'll never truly belong?" And Cece looks like she's like stopped in her tracks, And she is like trying to process the words and not let it phase her.
If it's possible, I would like to shut someone down, but it's in the way of like helping Cece, but not. I'm not trying to shut down the foe, Henry. I'm trying to use it in a different sense.
It would probably be more accurate to use it towards the Henry figure, but I will let you try and do this. I will let you try and do this to help, but I would say it would be rolling with hot instead of with cold, because this is trying to be supportive.
Yeah, or it could be like it could be turn someone on, but like, well, it uses the same stat, but I'm
it's
not
a
trying to turn
distraction.
So
it's a helpful distraction.
they both use hot, so I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter.
I think turn someone on would also be like, what are you doing? Let's go with that, and then we'll
Right,
figure out
yeah.
mechanic. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna go to her. I'm not touching her or anything like that, but Cece,
My back.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord.
I'm just telling Cece, this thing preys on our fears and our insecurities. Do not listen to it. Okay? You're better than what it's saying. And so that's how I'm trying to shut it down by speaking to her.
No, I like that. So roll with hot and tell me what you get.
+1, so... Oh, that's an 11.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. 6 and a 4.
So you can choose the individual loses a string on you. If they have no strings on you, gain 1 on them. They gain a condition, or you take 1 forward.
I'm going to say that they gain a condition, and I'm going to name it like confident, or confident, like confidence boost, something.
There we go. Okay, so yeah, Cece will have that, and you bolster her enough that she's able to walk past and start trying to go into the building, and then the Henry figure looks towards your mother.
She's strong. She got this.
How long have you had regret about what you did to your own child? And are you worried that the only fate that awaits you this is a lonely home? Your mother tries to walk past, and you distinctly note for her as she's walking past, her eyes are filled with tears. Lucy.
I clock it, but I'm pretty frozen by the words that the creature just spoke. Because it's interesting.
Yep. That's why I said them. Lucy, what is your deepest fear right now?
Losing my sister.
You hear cries echo out from far away. A lot of them sound like your sister.
I'll turn to Mercury. Do you hear that?
Do I hear it?
Nope.
Aaron,
I don't hear anything.
Aaron?
Aaron doesn't hear it either.
There, people are screaming right now. I have to. We have to go. Oh God, there's so much going on right now. You guys don't hear it?
I will gently put my hands on Lucy's shoulders.
Yeah. Yes, but
remember that this thing messes with our minds.
You're right. Oh God. Am I still hearing it as they're talking?
You're still hearing? Actually, this will determine what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy, I want you to roll keep your cool.
Okay.
Because this is the definition of that move. Can you keep your cool and act despite fear of what you think is happening out there?
Okay, gotcha. That's a 5.
You have a
But-
reroll.
Yeah. I do. I'm gonna use it. I know there's gonna be a lot of important rolls today, but I'll use it. I know. 7. Jesus.
7. On a 7 to 9, the MC will tell you how your actions would leave you vulnerable, and you can choose to back down or go through with it. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that this is a much more of a narrative element left over, but this is something for you, Maia, the player, to keep in mind. If Lucy goes through with this, she will have, at least for a little while, the thought stuck in her head that she has abandoned her sister for the greater good. You know, you will still be able to go in and do things. This is not stopping you from doing that. It is not a strong enough pull to make you leave the scene. But I'm telling you, just as motivation for thinking about where Lucy is at, that if you go through with this and you don't start going towards it right now, that is the thought that will be in your head.
Okay. And when you say go through this, you mean like continue on with our plans?
Continue
as the
on with your
witches?
plan, yes.
Gotcha. Okay, then I'll turn to Mercury. Okay, I know there's a lot going on. This thing is just messing with our heads so much. But I'll help. I'll continue to help. I think we should just continue on with our plan. And she's like touching her head, like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no,
Let's just do this.
I'm trying to have the utmost faith in Astrid and Trin. They're gonna be
Yes.
fine.
Yes, they'll be okay. They'll be okay.
They got each other.
Yep. Okay. Are you ready?
As ready as I can be.
Let's do this. I'll grab your hand and walk forward.
Yeah.
The group, the ritualists make their way into the boathouse as we continue back in our progress of the distraction group, as you have that information regarding Amarilla, and we had Trinity about to do something
Oh yeah.
before technology went nah.
Damn, I can't even tell you what I was about to say or do. My bastards were flabbered by the skin.
Well, we know that
Yeah. Can we get a little recap before
we
you
know
what
that
happened?
so we know that we came here to the lake because we thought messing with the lake somehow, or coming up with some plan to mess with the lake, would be a decent distraction for the King in Yellow. We also know that we have a vulnerable target in the form of the librarian, the succubus librarian specifically, and then also currently Amaryllis is a big threat as far as the people around, and I'm like, so that's what we know. Daryl and Trinity also know all of that. I feel like there's some I'm like trying to put the puzzle pieces together. I feel like there's something that we can do to, like, do we drive some of the counselors into the lake? Do we scare it? Like,
I don't want to risk anyone drowning.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I'm willing to risk drowning Amarilla.
Yeah, I mean,
but
yeah. Kinda. She's kind of
I mean,
I don't like her.
She's not even kind of. She's just straight up a bitch. And from the sounds of it, if we can make us appear more immediately scary to her than the king,
right? Like more powerful, because
she's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Is what I'm saying. I'm a terrible person for saying that, but she's still a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
No, I think we're on the same page there, Trinity. Yeah.
You will all suffer, but that's a sacrifice that I am willing to make.
No, not specifically. So what do we want to do? Do we want to try to, like, sneak around to see if we can, like, jump her and drag her away?
I mean, possibly. The other thing is that, like, you know, some of this is like breaking the hold that the King in Yellow has, right?
Yeah. And I feel like breaking between someone that has willingly offered their assistance. I know it sounds like I'm out for this chick right now, but I swear it's not that personal.
Right. I mean it can be. I'm wondering cuz I'm also wondering if we do a little, I mean this feels bad, but do an extra little divide and conquer with the two of us, like if you and Daryl take on Amaryllis, and like I can probably try and break the hold on the librarian because she's, we're like, breaking links in the chain, essentially, making it weaker.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And do that. We can run with the similar. Once we have someone that is more aware of themselves out of the way, like Amarilla, maybe we can leave Daryl somewhere near the group, and he can start putting putting in people's heads the Watcher over the King. Not when there's like two less links.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So you go after the librarian.
Okay.
We'll go after Amarilla. The fear of God or the end of something in her.
Okay.
Important note I want to make for Trin specifically. Remember, you still have the boon from just as a reminder. Then the specifics are you get.
I know I get an automatic 12 or something, but you also get like an automatic 6 for something. Yep. So I'm trying to weigh when I use it.
Yep. just making sure.
Listen, that is a one-sided affection that's never going anywhere. Maia, okay? I need you to let it go.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't put her number in my phone or anything yet.
I haven't traded miles.
You won't need it.
Okay.
Where we're going, she doesn't need a phone.
So your goal. So you've explained your goal. What is your action to enact those respective goals? What are you each doing?
Trin is going to first ask Daryl is comfortable with A, jumping and dragging a woman away from her group, and B, being unapologetically intimidating and or potentially violent with said woman. If not, she'll do her thing on her own without him. You can I want you to keep the plausible deniability if you need it.
If I'm, I don't know, if I'm being entirely honest, this feels like it's starting to get into a dynamic that's not going to be so great. I don't know, potentially violent with a woman it's not quite my cup of tea. I'll support you in all your actions and being violent with her, but I don't know necessarily whether
I'm not asking you to be violent with her. That will be all on me.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, then I support you all the way. I
just might need your help in getting her away from the maybe you could wave her over to talk, because she already doesn't trust me on site, but she might still trust you on site because you guys got it around the same time.
I mean, I think I could do that. People tell me that I'm kind of compelling or attractive sometimes.
Great. We're good. I agree, and I think that will be great here. So, just lure her over. I'll hang out around a couple of the trees over there. Lure her over to say that you just want to have a talk about how things are going, the direction this is taking, and then once she gets over there, I'll handle the rest.
I appreciate Sleepy's comment in the chat. I support looking the other way while you commit violence. That's basically what this boils down to. This is an enabler.
Exactly.
You're asking me to be an enabler. It's all I've ever wanted in my life.
Boy, my bestie.
These are couple goals, folks.
So, I appreciate you, Ventris, for that comment alone. So, Daryl, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll 2d6. Depending on what the result is, we'll see how well this works out for Daryl.
Okay.
Hey.
Now,
Daryl, you can do this.
What about Amarilla? Doesn't she get a roll? Like,
Nope.
Why are you?
It wouldn't
Hey,
matter
she's
what
her-
it wouldn't matter what Amarilla's roll is, by the way, unless she crit because Daryl rolled an 11.
Ooh. Dang.
Look, you gotta
let me roll for her. Let me roll for her.
You know what? Fuck it. Roll for her. I'll let you know what happens.
Oh my
Roll for
god!
her. Roll for her. I want to see it.
You
I
don't
wanna
get to
see
use a
crits.
reroll on her.
Just a flat D6, 2d6? Just
Yeah,
flat?
flat
Maia's out of
2d6.
rerolls too.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
If you roll crits on this,
I rolled a 6 and a 4.
nope, not enough.
Not enough, but so
Okay,
good.
but I would like to elect to use our group reroll.
No.
No,
Okay, well-
the group vetoes this.
I tried,
immediately.
Amarilla. I tried, Bestie.
So here's the
I
deal.
tried, Queen.
In actuality, what happens is that Daryl is, without intending to be, the equivalent of like a lamp for moths to the flame. Like his presence alone is, it's not so much like it's a threat, but it's like the king attempting to spread his influence is suddenly hitting a wall when it comes to Daryl, because Daryl's natural background is to be involved with dreams, is to protect from things that are invasive. As Daryl moves over to talk to Amarilla has, by the way, even from this distance, like the most scornful, condescending look at him. Like, why are you trying to talk to me? And he tells her that there are more he tells her directly that there are more people who could be involved with the king. He doesn't quite get it to be super eloquent, though. He's sort of just like talking to her and is just like, so, I don't remember where exactly, but there are some more counselors, I think, in like that direction. And I remember trying to get back to like my cabin from the bathroom, but I got lost for like an hour. And I ended up finding a few other counselors who've been kind of freaked out about everything. They're closer to the lake. And she's like, okay, fine. I don't... Here, I'll humor you for just a little bit.
He is the only one that could get away with the story of, I got lost for an hour trying to get back to my cabin from the bathroom.
He is, actually. Let it be known that the himbo is putting in work right now. And himboing works sometimes, folks. She does not he is as Ventris said, he is the only one who could get away with this bullshit. So she ends up moving closer to where you are, Trin. She's like, okay, so where are these counselors? Did you just lead me out? Do you need help getting back to your room? Is this
Like to
actually
lash out
too-
violently to try to grab her and like just pin her to the ground with a hand over her mouth.
By all means.
Roll 2 ones, 2 ones, 2 ones.
Aren't you my sister? Oh, fuck you. It was 2 5s plus my my volatile is a 1, so that's an 11.
Okay.
The group reroll.
No.
No!
Group reroll. I rolled to see what Amarilla to try and contest this. Just out of curiosity to see what it would be. She rolled a 5, and the Queen playbook has a base stat on volatile of -1. So
Yeah.
there is no way she's getting out of this. Because yeah, what playbook do you think she was? She is the queen for certain.
Yes, absolutely.
Clock that.
It was almost my playbook, but then I changed characters.
Yeah.
Changed character direction.
You chose one who had a soul.
The queen can have us.
Yes, but no. No, I'm just kidding. They can't.
Mare is so confused. Chat!
So, Trin,
Huh?
she's down on the ground. What you
That's
doing,
okay.
man?
Yeah, she's like holding her down, a hand over her mouth so she can't start screaming and drawing attention yet before she's like, okay, I'm only going to say this once. what's happening out there, we have a way to stop it. And you can either help or you can go down with him. And I promise you, I have no qualms about breaking whatever connection and help you're giving him. So you can either break it yourself or I break you. And like there's the smoke and the black eyes and the hell flame in her irises. It's like she means this.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have you roll shut someone down with a +1 because of all of the terrifying happening here.
Oh, things are rolling with a
about-
+3.
All of this is horrifying. She is looking at you like, I don't think you have enough power to match. And then sees the smoke and the eyes.
Does look badass.
What did you roll?
Oh, I haven't rolled the cold yet. I was waiting for the description to wrap up.
Yes. No, she's looking at you like.
I'm gonna use my reroll because that was a 3.
Hope this one's better.
Oh, that was much better. So that was a total of 8 + 3 for an 11.
On a 10 up, choose one from below. They lose a string on you. If they have no strings on you, gain one on them. They gain a condition, or you take one forward.
Ooh, hold on. Let me double check my playbook because I have things for when I give people conditions, I believe.
Ooh. When you give someone are you arbiter?
I die. Oh, when I reset everything, I close things. Let me reopen it again.
Oh, it says when do you mean bark then bite?
Yes, bark then bite.
That's when you take advantage of condition. She does not have one yet, but
Oh, okay,
but once she has it, you would be getting an additional 2 instead of 1 to make use of it.
Okay. Can I give her like the condition like cloud or something? Like
Wait, what is it?
like cloud, like you're scared of me.
Yes.
Yes.
I have a better way of putting that. Two-faced.
Sure.
So here's the deal. You see her. She sees everything, and then all of the facade slowly starts to break. She's like, I just wanted to be kind of important, Like I always loved it whenever my dad would be on stage and stuff, and would be getting a lot of attention from different people, and my mom really wasn't that important. And then they got together and all of that stuff, and then I just kind of wanted to be someone important in the world. Isn't that like a bit?
I do not care about your life story right now.
Immediately shuts up.
But if you want to be important, if you want to be remembered for something good, the best thing right now would be to be remembered for saving the camp.
Isn't it better just to be remembered at all?
Hitler's remembered. You want to be that?
Fair point. The chat with the comment of the year, revealing your life story, as sure she'll die in the next scene. Oh my god.
I should have let her keep going. I'm sorry, Sleepy. You're right.
Oh my god. Oh fuck, that hit me so hard. So you feel like I think it's at a pitch that only a dog could hear, Trin. So I would say Astrid also notices this as well.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've ever heard the sound of like stained glass windows shattering,
No, okay, yes, but you. Mm-hmm.
it sounds like you hear like a very slowed down version of that, and like small fragments of glass breaking as you're seeing almost like what has been revealed to be beneath the ground and slowly coming up out of it is a fractured tendril that looks as though it's been spreading out like several others, like roots of a tree from the center of camp. And that in literally causing Amarillo to just break down crying, you've slowly started to effectively dig out some of the roots.
Yeah. That's great.
It's like, we're doing great. I made a girl cry. It's awesome.
It's fine.
Astrid, what are you doing? I love it when my players laugh like that. Usually only I get to laugh that maliciously.
Astrid and Trinity are currently embracing the worst versions of themselves for the greater good.
I don't know that I'm embracing the worst version of myself, but my goal is to try and break this succubus librarian out of her thrall. And the way that Astrid probably has known this. What is this librarian's name? Do we have a name for her?
Yes, you do. We do have a name for her. Her name is Alexia. She goes by Allie or Alex.
Allie or Alex, I imagine. And how long has Allie been at this camp?
She's been here a bit of time. She's what happens when you have a giant hyper book nerd also be combined with somebody who has no inhibition restraints once all of the children are gone. Like, she's the first person to like if there were like people going skinny dipping in the lake amongst the counselors, she would be the first one doing it. But she does not look it at all. She does not come off that way. She is normally, especially during like camp time, like very proper, making sure all the books and everything there are in order, making sure some of the crafts.
This is what's her butt and she's all that. This is all that she. This is the picture that I'm getting.
Yes.
Okay, great, perfect. Takes off the glasses and the hair comes down. Right, okay, cool. Got it.
All right. So Astrid, I feel like Astrid has a plan, and that plan is to break a succubus out of a thrall in the language that a succubus would understand. So she comes up to she moves up to Allie slowly, like no sort of like in a non-threatening way, and calls out to her, Allie.
Yeah.
What are you looking at, Allie?
Oh, I'm just kind of lost imagining things being perfect. There's a newly stocked library. The kids aren't being as loud during the hours I'm trying to read. The lake's just nice temperature, easy to go out swimming. It's really nice.
Is it though? That sounds... You know, you're right, actually. That does sound lovely. Allie, you know, you do realize those visions aren't real, though.
But they're so nice. Then I have to, if they're not real, then I have to go back to reality. Reality is so much less interesting.
But I'm here in reality, Allie. We could be here together. You know, I've noticed you these past few years, and I always thought that there might be something, but I don't know. I know that we're loud and rowdy, and I know that you're afraid of me in the library and stuff, but I just have always been intrigued.
I mean, I've heard you all out and about, and when I'm reading, it's a bit of a bother, but like slowly growing more and more red. By the way, she has very high up ponytail, long kind of like auburn hair, lightly brown skin, and she has very deep brown eyes. They look like the way that freshly tilled earth looks after like plants have been put in. Or after
Does she have
crops
glasses?
She has a pair of cat's eye glasses.
Perfect. I would like to take her glasses off. Allie, that perfect library sounds wonderful, but I'm right here. Be here with me right now.
And I would like to roll to turn someone on.
Excellent. By all means, do that. I'm going to go use the bathroom quickly, and then you
Okay.
can tell me what the result is.
Perfect. I would like everybody to know that I have a 3 in hot. So, you know.
Jesus Christ.
What about
Play to your
what
strengths, girl.
What about our connection? How could you do this?
She's not screwing her.
Okay, thank you.
I am team distraction.
Okay, that's good. That's a good reminder.
We don't have time. We don't have time for her to go all the way right now. We just gotta
Yeah, that'll work.
coax her out.
That will work well.
That will work.
Indeed.
That'll do. That'll do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually gonna take this opportunity to run to the potty, to the
I know.
latrine.
Latrine. What are we?
Well, you know, we could. Anyway. But yes, no, it's a distraction.
Okay,
Don't worry.
distraction. Gotcha.
You're one to talk about your bestie
I know.
and soulmate. I'm sure you two
I
would
know,
be
I'm
very
just kidding.
happy together. Trying to use the pool roll for Amarilla.
Only joking. Ah, that's funny.
I'll wait to tell everybody, but until at least Angela gets back to tell everybody what I rolled. But for the audience out there, just know, I think this will work. I think this will be fine.
Okay.
And I did need to use the rule. We still have. There's 2 rerolls left on the table. One is Mercury's, and one is for in the pool.
The group.
The group pool.
pool.
There is one for the group.
Yes, that's gonna come into play for sure.
I probably.
I have
You
that.
know, but
written down.
hey, if you guys want to help us succeed through all of this, you know, we are raising money for Trans Lifeline, so feel free to donate.
Yeah.
To help us, your friends. You can also donate for Gaze into the Abyss, so we can have visions in the middle of all of this, which is fine. Dee-doo. What else do we have?
I don't know if I want more visions.
I
That
know.
is-
But rerolls are helpful. We do have ones where you can give a specific player a reroll if you are feeling particularly petty, I guess. Also, you know, but also just reposting and chatting and things is very helpful for us here in this finale.
Yeah. And wait, so who are you talking to specifically?
I am talking to Allie the librarian because she is
Allie,
a
yeah.
yes, this is a new character, but she is the weak link in this chain. And basically what we're
Got
trying
it.
to do is bust up the chains, because the less hold that the King in Yellow has on these counselors and everybody, the easier it is for you all,
Got it.
theoretically.
Yes.
It's
This
the
is
plan.
That is the hope. That is the plan. And
Okay.
what did you roll?
I
LD?
rolled a 9 on the dice, and I have a +3 to hot.
Jesus.
So we're at 12.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So she chooses gives herself to you,
Mm-hmm.
promises something she thinks you want,
Mm-hmm.
or gets embarrassed and acts awkward. I'm gonna go with promise something she thinks you want.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do to make it easier to be with me?
Just be present. Lose the library in the mind and be here with me right now. And if she is into it, I would kiss her.
Oh, she is.
Yeah,
Most
great,
definitely.
perfect.
Yeah, you watch as, like, from her back, a pair of, like, leathery bat wings emerge, and she has, like, mild, like, kind of curved horns appear from the top of her head, as this is her more traditional succubus look. But, Jesus Christ, a 12 on that. So here's the deal. The way that I tend to do succubi is that while they are, some of them are the usual, what you would assume a kind of succubus might be, some succubi also are just manifestations of the dream world itself. They are meant to fulfill dreams, hopes, and desires. So with pulling her out, her natural presence also starts to disrupt the focus of other people around. As I'll put it to you this way: they can't think about their fears and what they would hope to have when they have her around.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She is just naturally disruptive. What we're saying is that lesbians win. Anyways,
Great. I love
Sapphics
it.
win.
Sapphics for the win.
Sapphics for the win. Yes,
And Astrid pulls away slightly as she finds her form, and I think if the eyes are no longer, it's clear that she's broken of the thrall.
She has no other thoughts
Yeah.
but you on her mind right now.
There she is. Allie, there is something very wrong in this camp. Will you help?
She didn't even say a word. She just starts nodding repeatedly.
Thank you. And I kiss her again. Okay, we gotta...
Calm down.
You know, but this time it's like less passionate and more of a like sweet, like thank you kind of a vibe.
Yeah, I got
And-
that impression
yeah.
too.
I think at that point she will take Allie's hand and drag and walk towards the lake, like we're standing towards Trinity specifically, to like see if Trinity needs backup at all, but also like towards the beach of the lake, like as like a barrier, like so that she and Allie and whoever else is there is like creating the barrier, I think is the intention. It'll be two different things kind of in that vibe, if that makes sense.
As you head towards Trinity, Trinity, you have overwhelmed the gal by just shattering her sense of self and well-being. Astrid, you've overwhelmed a girl by gay.
Yep. Welcome to Monsterhearts, everybody.
How do you describe Monster
That's
Hearts
the tagline,
distinctly?
no? Isn't that under the book?
Duality
Pretty sure.
of women's wrongs.
Yeah.
Duality of women's wrongs is also another nice. I
Tag-
should send
tagline.
that to Avery Alder, the writer for the game. So, we're gonna move from there over to the ritual group.
Yes.
As you walk in, again, you see most of what was a living space here has been trashed. It's almost akin to seeing. The walls are covered in strange, almost kind of writhing tentacles that look solidified more in the way that like a coral reef might be or sea anemones might be once they've hardened over. And hanging up in the center of them, just wrapped up in these, just sort of stuck, is what appears to be Henry Forrester.
Immediately rush over to him to try to help. He said he's like hanging.
Yep.
So yeah, okay. So whatever ropage or whatever, trying to
Yep.
get him down, trying to untie it. Come help me, everybody, please. I'm like trying to reach it.
Before anybody else goes forward, as you reach up to
Oh.
touch and try and pull him down,
Uh-huh.
the tendrils react.
Oh.
And a few of them remove themselves from Henry and have these long, almost like barbed points staring at you. They're not moving towards you, they're
They're not
just
moving?
staring.
Okay, I kind of freeze. What should I do, everybody? Still staring at it though.
Is Henry unconscious?
Henry's unconscious.
Oh, he's
Okay.
unconscious. Okay. I don't want to touch it.
What you thinking, Mercury?
Trying to see what I got. I because it's not a sentient thing, or is it?
Kind of seems that way. At least the way it's moving.
Yeah.
Let me put it. Why don't I ask something this way?
Yeah.
What are you thinking of doing, Mercury? Or what would you like to do?
I'm trying to see if Henry can hear us.
I think you would hear just the faintest bit of muttering that while he is not fully conscious, you just hear him saying over and over, I promise them, I promise them, I promise them.
Henry? Is there any response at all to hearing his name?
He looks like he's responding to his name, but he still seems lost in that reverie of just repeating over and over, I promise them.
Henry, you're doing right. You're keeping your promise. We need you to come back so you can fulfill that promise better.
The words start to register, and it looks like he's starting to wake up a little bit, but you also start to see the vines start to tighten around him. Just the tentacles are just seemingly trying to crush.
Is there moonlight shining through the windows of the...
I would say yes.
Okay. I think in an impulsively, I think Mercury would try to rip some of the tentacles off.
Okay. Lash out physically. Well, a volatile friend.
All right. That is even with a -1, that's a 10.
Jesus! You deal them harm and they choke up momentarily before they can react. As you do this, as just that impulse to just reach out, you watch as the two barbed ends that were staring at Lucy suddenly turn their attention to you, and they look as though they're about to move towards. But there is something about your presence now in the moonlight, specifically, that while the twin moons are said to be a sign for the king, in this moment they are also a sign for your power. They're a sign of your will. And this is sort of one of my favorite hive mind kind of tropes I like to bring up, that when the center of the hive is hurt, everyone in it feels the repercussions of it. Astrid and Trin, you watch as several of the counselors just seem like they're racked with a very unpleasant, like it's as if they were having the most perfect daydream and then suddenly someone injected a nightmare as they react violently to something disturbing them. And Mercury, you feel the king's presence in the room with you, but there is something about your own strength that repels him for this moment. It's uncertain if it's just your strength or it's the fact that others are slowly breaking his influence. But as I think Lucy watched this, you saw the tendrils beginning to form another outline, like of the king's form. Mercury moving up to try and rip the tendrils out. They scattered.
Oh, and then I imagine his body falls.
Yes, Aaron, who I believe went with y'all,
Yeah.
just kind of catches him. He's like, okay, I got you, Henry. You're good.
Okay, buddy, got you.
He's a wolf, so he's a werewolf, so he is strong enough to hold him. But it's mostly the size of Henry that's the problem,
Yeah.
not the actual build of him. He's just a
Werewolf
big
holding
dude.
a bear.
Yeah, it's just a
Really
werewolf holding a bear.
awkward, the length of
Yeah. Okay.
And most of the time, Henry's kind of hunched over a bit too, so you don't ever actually know how tall Henry is. He's a very tall dude. Sasquatches are
Okay.
big, folks.
Okay. So, imagine Aaron will set him down gently somewhere
Yep.
on this
They
bed.
just- Yep.
I think it's time we execute our plan, ladies. And I will look at my mother and Cece.
Yep.
And Mercury.
You see Cece beginning to inscribe. She moves away stuff on the floor, and there's still just little bits of where wood planks are. She just starts inscribing some sigils, and the ritual begins.
I'll ask her, is there anything I can do?
If this is going to be unpleasant regardless of what happens, are you willing to deal with more to make this work?
I am.
Physically as well.
Yes. There's determination in my eyes. Yes.
Okay. Then this will be needed. She slowly pulls out it is a thin ceremonial blade.
Oh.
That it looks as though it is inscribed with an inversion of the yellow sign itself. Need your hand.
Okay. Can I give it to her? Oh my god! Did she just cut up in my
Yes.
my where?
She just
wrist?
did a cut.
Hand?
No, not wrist. No, just a cut across the hand.
Oh,
You will take 1 additional harm for this.
okay. You could have counted up to 3 or down from 3 or something.
It would have been
Jesus.
much worse because I wouldn't have been able to do the 3. I would have just been 1 cut.
Okay.
It was just better that I just did it.
Oh, this burns.
It
Okay.
really does.
Oh,
She does
okay.
the same. Your mom just
Oh.
kind of almost palms it in no fear whatsoever.
Oh,
Just
wide-eyed looking at-
releases.
Okay.
Somewhere Astrid feels that.
Does
Yep.
Yeah.
what?
Astrid
bond.
Astrid suddenly gets that little jolt when that
'Cause of the
happens
soul
to,
bond.
Oh my god, the soul bond.
to
That's so
Lucy.
cute. That's so cute. Okay.
She knows immediately that something happened. Something's wrong.
I love that. Okay.
As
Oh, it's
the
burns.
blood from all 3 of you
Yeah.
drips down onto the sigils, they
Uh-huh.
flare up with a violent red energy.
Oh. What about Mercury?
Mercury, if you would like to contribute, you can. You do not have to. It will require an additional harm.
Where are the candles?
Because I am in moonlight and I took spirit armor that negates 1 harm, could I still?
Yep.
Okay.
If you do it, the 3 witches essentially watch as Mercury, your wounds, they just sort of heal over automatically without any issue.
But yeah, but I will help to feel. Mercury's if it looks at CC, would it help if you had more?
It's basically more helps for anything. It either can prevent his influence or it can make whatever we try and do better. That's basically the core of adding any of these kinds of components.
All right, yep. And then immediately we'll give out their hand.
Oh, it's still nope. That still looks rough. And then yours heals up. I need more Fae friends. I really do.
I'm jealous. Oh, holding my hand. Okay.
Yeah, it's rough. But as it begins,
Yeah.
as the sigils light up,
Mhm.
everywhere across the lake and the camp, it is like hearing the sound of reality itself shattering. As the city that was already on the lake in a state of ruin, it suddenly flares violently, almost like it's a projected image, and it sort of gets coated in this like sickly yellow color, as just walking down the streets of it from a distance appearing normal sized and then growing in size to about 12-15 feet tall. You see the massive form of the king in yellow heading towards the boathouse, and
Right.
the remaining thralls in the camp have now begun their march towards the king.
But the king is coming towards us.
The king is coming towards you because he has been made aware something there is a massive threat. But
Okay.
the thralls are all entertained, are all occupied as well.
Okay, because our plan was to distract him. Or
Yes.
I believe.
Yeah,
Yes,
distraction
it
game has to
was.
start doing more.
Okay.
Has to start distracting more.
Yes.
So he's walking towards us and focus on us now.
Yes,
So
he is
then-
focused on you, and then you watch. And
Yep.
this is the last image I'll get before we go to break, because we are already at the halfway point, folks.
Okay.
You watch as the form splits in two,
Oh no.
as one is heading towards the camp and one is heading towards the boathouse. And it is like the long robes are much more tattered than you've seen them before, though. Before, when his previous form was showing sort of almost like magnificence and a cruel, malevolent royalty, this one now, it's like feral beasts have been like clawing at his robes and his form. So there's signs that whatever anyone is doing right now, it's working.
Okay.
So that is where we are going to take our break as the King in Yellow approaches.
Okie dokie.
We'll see you all in about 10 minutes. Hello there, lovelies. We're back. A dinosaur story. And also, I got LT to laugh there for it. It's all worth it for that comment. So, welcome back to the second half of our finale of our Monsterhearts 2 series here on Sword and Key, Summer and Carcosa. So, the group, right before we went to break, is now faced with a pair of kings in yellow. One is heading towards the camp, and the other one is heading towards the group in the boathouse, attempting to create a ritual that will break the king's influence and bind him somewhere else. So, for the ritual group, Lucy, I would like you to roll with dark. This will determine the starting position, essentially, of how the ritual is going so far.
Okay. 9.
9. So you watch as the flaring red energy begins to make almost bonds between the three of you. Now, here is what happens. While this is showing an initial sign of success, you are feeling creeping thoughts come to the surface of your mind as you feel the king's influence, as he's slowly making his way to the boathouse. Lucy, what are your most private thoughts about either Cece or your mother that you are afraid to say?
Most private? Oh, about about Cece or my mother?
Yes. Let's start with your mom first.
My most private thoughts about my mother? That probably that I'll never, after what she did and what she held on to for so long, and how she kind of like blocked my mind for so many years, that I'll probably never talk to her again after this.
You see a version of yourself manifest right outside the circle that the three of you have formed, and it begins whispering.
A version of myself?
A version of yourself
Okay.
appear and begin whispering those exact thoughts into your mother's ear.
Jesus. Okay. And I can see her, and tell that she's hearing all this.
Yep, you see her crying, and she is just whispering, "I deserve all of this.
Oh God. Oh God.
I've made too many mistakes to be forgiven." And you see that the strength of the energy and the bonds coming that are meant to be occurring between the three of you, they're beginning to fray a little bit. So what you've rolled with your roll with dark is that the bonds are established, but they are fragile. You will need to confront your fears, your rage, and your anxiety regarding your mother and Cece, or else the ritual will not finish, because the bonds will not hold long enough to keep him out.
I have to do that. We have to have that therapy session now?
Sucks, doesn't it? It is the finale, friend. What did you think would be?
There is in the next episode.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So do we want to? We'll do it one at a time. Is that how it's gonna work, or how are we doing?
Basically, but that is your situation.
Okay.
Astrid and Trin. That is a face to... I'm sorry I've interrupted you having a snack.
It's the fact that you got both of us too. We were both like...
You are in fact the same person in many ways. So, what, despite your successes in gaining his attention, before you are able to do whatever moves you were discussing during break and such to get the attention of both of them, both of you hear what exactly? What, for both of your characters, are their deepest anxieties and fears? That the kinds of things that you would only ever say out loud when you know dead certain no one is around and no one can hear you.
You know, you'd think that I would build these kind of fears and have some sort of thought about this for this character. I don't.
It's the best part.
I can start.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I think for Trinity, it's that it's like, yeah, it was a quote unquote necessary evil to sort of like, break down as much of Amarilla's self-confidence and sense of security in that moment. But it's also in her mind, she thinks that's what she is. That's what she's good at. The gentle things, helping the kids, making them feel more secure. She's never going to be anyone's shelter or sense of security. She is there to break, to intimidate, to establish, to rule with fear, and to do so alone.
You're a watchdog. You're not an emotional support animal. There is a massive difference between those two.
Exactly. She is an attack dog, not an emotional support pet. She is not there for cuddles and comfort. She is there to fight and snarl and point her at what needs to be hurt.
Astrid, what is going through your mind?
As we have established, Astrid loves being a werewolf and loves getting into her darkest self. I think her biggest fear is that as a consequence of that, she will have driven away anybody that she could claim as pack. And she's not, in her mind, her pack is not just Aaron and Viv. It's Trinity, it's Lucy, it's Mercury, it's Henry, it's Cece. Like, in her mind, this is her pack, and she keeps, and as much as she loves her darkest self, she's afraid that she's going to keep driving them away. Because Lucy's already pulled back, and other, that other people have pulled away from her, and she has already hurt people. She has hurt Mercury. She has hurt Viv, and so I think that's her biggest fear.
For you two, for Trin, you watch as you see a manifestation of your sister appear with another person who you can't make out their form. At some points it looks like Astrid, at some points it looks like Cece, at some points it looks like somebody else entirely. But you just hear repeating in your head, "I'm gonna forget about you." Astrid, you see, not even a manifestation, you see Viv come out of the woods. Half body, made of those yellow tendrils and tentacles. And saying, "Look what you did to me." I would like both of you to keep your cool.
Cold is my best stat. Cold is my best stat.
Hey,
Cold is my best stat.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll and see what happens, but perhaps could one combine the +1 forward that I have with the +1 that I got from our beautiful donator, our beautiful, calamari aficionado?
Yes.
Okay, great. I don't know if I'll need it, but
One could do that, should one require that.
yes. That's
I'm not gonna use my +1 forward because I rolled a 5 on my die, and so my +2 brings it to a 7. So
Okay, all right. So here's the thing. I am going to I'm just double checking something. All right, cool. I am using one of my +1 forwards but not both. Just to cancel out my -1 to cold, right? Because it's keep your cool is cold.
Mhm.
Yep.
It's cold.
Yep. Yeah. So just to cancel that out, which will give me a 10.
Nice.
On the 10 up, keep your cool and gain insight. You may ask the MC a question about the situation and take one forward to act on that information. So you may ask anything about this situation and I will tell you something about it.
Ooh. Do you have a question? Or do you want me to go?
You go. I don't get a question.
Oh, you don't? Okay, never mind. You're right.
No.
I,
Trin has a much less fun version of that, which is I tell you how your actions would leave you vulnerable and you can choose to back down or go through with it.
Right. That's why I wanted to use my +1 forward, is because I was trying to avoid that. Great. I would like to know... Oh, gosh. This situation. Part of me is I think I want to ask where the biggest danger is.
The biggest danger is in the boathouse.
That's what I thought. Okay.
It is the
Cool.
ritual itself now.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't surprise me, because everything that Astrid has been experiencing, that twinge, knowing that Lucy took harm and everything, and they're trying to do what we're doing and be distracting, and they're something's worried, but everything is telling me to go to the boathouse. So I am going to try and shake Trinity. I mean, I imagine that her consequences must be dealt with first, but that will be her reaction, is because...
So, Trin, let me ask you this as a character question.
Okay.
How often is Trinity emotional in front of other people? Like, genuinely emotional, no sass, no protection, no none of that. How often does it happen?
Like, very rarely. It has to be, like, pretty big event, and especially after the incident that initially led to Lucy's mom deciding to lock down the memories. She has not often allowed herself, like, big emotional outbursts. It's sort of, yeah, no, she doesn't. Long story short, she doesn't.
Then the way you would be shown as vulnerable is simple. Daryl will see you crying and emotional at your most, like, extreme.
Oh, goodness. Ah, not the ugly crying. Oh, God. Not again! Not again! Not again!
The cat returned. Jesus. That cat That cat is confirmed a menace.
He is! He really is! Okay, anyway, Trinity has, seeing that, especially that illusion, imaginary, I'm going to forget about you, the idea of being left behind, she's not having a great time. She's crying, she can't, can't, like, won't look at anyone, trying to catch her breath. It's just coming at, like, uncontrollable, like, hiccups and gas. It's like, I know, I'm sorry, you should, I'm sorry, she's having a good time.
It's right about there that Astrid is able to get a hold of you, though.
Astrid. Or, sorry, I'm Astrid, you're Trinity.
Awesome.
Good.
We're working at 100%, everybody.
I love that.
Trinity. Trinity?
Yeah.
Are you I was gonna say, are you okay? But none of us are okay.
What? What's happening?
Something's wrong at the boathouse. Lucy, I think, Lucy's been hurt or something. Something went wrong, and I have to go help. But
Okay,
there's still all of this happening here.
No. If something's getting to them at the boathouse, so at least one of us should go. So, yeah,
I mean, she's your
you go. No, it's fine. You go. Uh, take the illusion Adrian
Oh,
with you. If the king's there, maybe he'll follow you to if you try to lead him away with that or something.
I'm not gonna leave you alone. Daryl's staying with you. Daryl, you've got her.
I've got her.
And then I turn to Allie. Allie, you are beautiful and wonderful, and you have been so helpful so far. Please, will you stay and help protect Trinity?
I will literally do anything for you.
Ah!
I winked
God,
at
this
her.
girl.
All right. I have to go.
You
And-
shouldn't go alone. I don't need all these people. It's
No, I'll
fine.
be fine. The Aaron's over there, and Mercury, and I'll be fine. I'll go. I will be quick. I'm faster on my own.
Probably true. Okay, don't die or something. That fucking suck.
Yeah, I don't intend to. Same goes to you though.
Okay, yeah, we'll be fine.
And she drops down to all fours and bounds up. Well, I don't know how the simulacrum, because this is something that Daryl created. Is this like
Yes.
how? Okay, great. If she can't, like, I don't know how the simulacrum moves.
Can it
or
ride
whatever.
her since it's
Yeah,
like
that's
weightless?
my thought. It's like, can
Yes.
I was like, she drops down to all fours to start running, but gives a pause for and sort of like shrugs at Daryl, like, can the simulacrum hop on or whatever? And then
Yeah. Don't
bounce
worry.
off.
Don't
Okay,
worry
good.
about it. It'll last however long it needs to.
Okay, great. And then bounce off.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Lucy and Mercury. Mercury, first you.
Mm-hmm.
You see the king's presence coming, and you see once again that space of when you gazed into the abyss of that mirror reflecting back all the things that you cannot be. But of all the people who've been facing the influence of the king, you've been one of the most consistently like pushing back against that influence. I'm going to offer you a way to help Lucy and the ritual. You can roll with dark, and I will give you 3 potential results. If you fail this roll, it will immediately add a +1 harm to whatever happens to Lucy and the witches. If you roll 7 to 9, you will stop the next thing from affecting Lucy in a negative way, meaning harm. If you roll 10 or above, you will prevent 2 instances of harm for Lucy. That face, just like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
So I rolled a 10.
Yes. Jesus.
Rolled a 6 and a 3, and that's a +1.
Oh, okay.
She's got the power.
Mercury, in this moment where you see a manifestation of fear of insecurity and everything. It's for a moment of peering into this space and seeing like the king rising from the water, like on the little boat that's docked in the space where a boat would have been docked in the boathouse. You see the form rising up from out of the water and moving towards the witches. How does your nature manifest in this space to protect?
I feel like it's almost the opposite of the darkest self. Of like, kind of when we had that scene in the lake where the tattooed wings kind of manifest as this very prismatic light. And it's looking at the king, their pupils get very small, so all the color in their eyes shows. And it's just this pinpoint light that radiates off of them and kind of just in a ring, in a circle, just outshoots.
Lucy,
Yeah.
you see your mother hearing that other version of you speak these doubts, these concerns, these private thoughts. Just whisper into her ear, saying all of these terrible things.
Does Mercury's like super like Care Bear powers like help out in this moment?
It will in a moment.
Okay.
But this is a question I asked you, Lucy. What do you say to your mother?
Oh.
It doesn't necessarily have to be to help. It doesn't necessarily have to be to harm. It's just, what do you say to her? This is your private thoughts.
Yeah, no, it's hard because we don't have time for a full therapy session and we can't solve everything right now. Like we literally can't like unpack it all right now and solve it right now. So I'm just trying to think about like temporary. Oh, but I don't want to lie though either.
Then don't.
And say something that's not true.
Play to who Lucy is.
I'm going to turn to my mother. She has the fake Lucy over her ear, and I'll just let her know. I don't know what to say. Oh God. You really did it this time, Angela.
I've been told that before.
You really did it this time.
It's almost like her entire job is to make this as difficult as possible for us.
This one is tough. And I can see that creature as well. I'll say, Mom, whatever's controlling that creature that's talking in your head right now, it's just trying to mess with you. I want to deal with whatever happened between us. We can't focus on that right now. If you can just put it to the side for right now and think about the well-being of everybody at this camp. It's like the best thing I could think of. I can't.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for star-studded Broadway performance. I'm looking for what does your character think? What comes to mind?
It took a second to get there, but that's what I'm gonna.
That's good. I don't mind. We still have time. I have set aside this specific amount of the second half so that you have the time to think. This is why I have done this.
Thank you. That's what I got. That's what I pulled out of my brain.
No. That's good. So here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Who has conditions with either the Watcher or the King in Yellow? Who has had any connections throughout this game? Conditions or otherwise?
Trin.
How many conditions and such have you had?
I think 2, maybe 3. I don't remember. And I know Astrid has had at least 1 too.
Yes. So that is a total of 3 connections. Now, Lucy, I would like you to roll with dark. Now, for each condition that your respective party members have to push against the king's influence, that will be a -1 to the roll.
Ooh.
But Mercury rolled a 10. So that will automatically get rid of 2 of those because of the protection.
Okay.
So, roll with dark, and you have a -1 effect from the leftover condition that cannot be protected from.
Okay. Roll with dark -1. Okay.
Roll with dark -1, and then whatever your stat for dark is, we'll add that dark as well.
Gotcha.
But-
Okay.
So,
So
you rolled,
I rolled a 9 -1.
so 8, and
Yes.
then what is your dark stat?
I added it all together already.
Oh, you added it all together.
Yes,
Okay.
That's it total.
So an 8. So here is what happens. Your mother believes you. She does. And she knows that there's so much that will have to be unpacked here and talked about in earnest that it can't happen in this situation under these circumstances. It can't. Not right now. And your words get through, and the whispering, like, eldritch manifestation of you and the king's influence fades. But you feel one of the barbed tendrils that was previously holding up Henry lash out towards the 3 of you. I would like you to roll me a d6.
Okay.
1 to 2, it hits you. 3 to 4, it hits your mother. 5, 6, it hits Cece.
Okay. It's a 3.
You see your mother take the hit from it. She suffers a harm. But the bonds are still holding.
Okay. I'll just hold, Mom. Just not much longer. Okay? Just keep holding. That's what I'll tell her.
And Cece is also looking at you like, we almost have this, just a little bit longer. And it's about now that Astrid, you see, you are able to burst through the side of the boathouse, and you see the king is coming. Basically everywhere, it's like if we're doing cinematic just shots of everything. Trin, you're seeing the king approaching the camp. Mercury, you're seeing that form of the king being held back by some of your prismatic form and energy, but it's like slowly it's now gone from like a humanoid form to that horrifying like algae and seaweed face that you saw come out of the projector screen on the one occasion, or that the group saw. Astrid, you're seeing that face trying to rise out of the water as well, and you're seeing Lucy, her mom, and Cece struggling to hold the ritual together.
I would like to lash out physically, and I would drop the simulacrum off, and I think at this point Astrid's just lashing out physically against the things that are attacking these barbed tentacles or whatever it is that's attacking Lucy specifically, and the rest of the ritual is like in that like sort of desperate just clawing and tearing and gnashing to try and get these off, because there's nothing I can do about the King in Yellow unless they're able to finish their ritual. So I need to buy them time.
Okay. lash out physically, roll with volatile.
Great, and I have a +1 forward, and the +1 from our dear friend, and a reroll, and I get a +1 because I'm defending Lucy.
Yes. So here we go.
That's fine.
What you gonna do?
There you go. That's a heart. That's a heart for you.
Bless.
All right, we're gonna use that reroll.
Oh Jesus.
That's real. That's so real.
Even with the +3.
Oh yeah.
Gee. Whoa, she rolled 2 ones.
Oh golly, that's somehow worse. Let's see.
Wow.
Look, it was only a 5 + 3 would have been 8, and I was like trying
Do
to
we
get
want to let
better.
her use the group reroll now, or do we want to save that?
There, I will
Now it's
say
a
above
7.
I will say above table.
Mhm.
There is still one more dark roll that needed by the ritual group.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't know.
We should save that.
She's just lashing out physically. I don't know
Yeah,
if this
yeah,
is
yeah.
like the zenith.
No,
Yeah,
this is
we'll
fine.
save that. We'll
No, you know
save
what?
that.
Well, honestly, that's fine. With all 3 +4, with all 3 +1s that I have at my disposal, I rolled a 7
Okay.
and the
It's
reroll.
a 7.
Oh,
You harm
jeez.
them, but choose one. Is this become your darkest self? Probably not learn something about your true nature, gain strength, because this is not the time for that one. But it's either, do you want me to decide how bad the harm turns out, or become your darkest self?
I mean, I think it's darkest
Is
self.
it really a question? Is it not really a question?
I gave
at
LD
this
the
point?
option to be a darkest self. There isn't
Like,
actually an
There
option.
isn't. I get experience actually when I get the darkest self, which
So-
also gets me my last experience before I get to have it. Like I get to do a thing, and I think at this point, just for funsies, especially since Aaron is here, I'm gonna take that last move. That I'm gonna take the for my last bit. I belong to a wolf pack.
Yeah. I think in this moment, as you lash out, like, you're lost to it, but this is a rare moment in which you have other wolves around you who want to be there with you, as just kind of emerging from the water, really, really fucked up from whatever she was dealing with in the woods. Viv has also just come towards the boathouse.
He lives.
Aaron has come in. It is a werewolf pack fighting an eldritch entity or a manifestation
Oh
of it.
my God.
But yeah, in this moment, she has gone full feral and has lost control, and all she can do is lash out and gnash and bite and scratch and
Bite.
claw and cause a path of destruction through these barbed tentacles that are attacking this person that she has a connection with. And
Hot.
yeah.
HOT.
Mhm.
Yeah, honestly, yes.
And
Lucy.
it's not like pure. I'm sorry. I'm gonna
No, keep
flavor
going,
this a little
keep
bit. And it's not the pure. This is not the big muscle, like powerful. This is like cunning fox, like dashing and dodging and like rip it. This is speedy and quick and like in and out, but it is vicious.
Still hot.
Yeah.
In the midst of this,
Yeah.
well, Mercury, you're seeing this display before you. Astrid, you are with your wolf pack. Trin, Daryl is there with you and helping keep you calm despite everything that he just saw and the most vulnerable he's seeing you as.
Going from making a woman cry to bursting into tears, really crazy. So showing so much emotional stability here.
Lucy,
Yes.
roll was dark to set the binding ritual in place.
In place.
This is to make it work. This
You
is the
got it.
last one.
And then you promise you'll stop calling on me? I'm kidding. Okay.
I thought you liked rolling dice.
I do. Okay. So okay, listen. That's an 8, but I do
Mhm.
have a reroll because I just want to see if I can get a little bit higher, okay? So I'm going to use my reroll, my personal one. Not the
Okay.
group one. Oh, sorry. You said
Dark.
I said dark.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, it
And
wasn't
you
8.
do have
It
a
was a
one
10.
forward that you did. You already
It was
use
a
your
10.
one forward?
It was a
It
10.
was a
Okay.
10.
I rolled 6 and 2 and then forgot to add my 2. So it's a 10.
It is
What?
a moment where, despite the werewolves putting up their best efforts, the face is just moving close. Like, everything about this thing, this mask-like, horrifying algae, seaweed-covered face is, like, opening its jaws still. The teeth are being broken apart. Everything that's happening, the wolves are doing. Mercury, your presence is just, like, burning through some aspects of it. Trin, the other counselors seem like they're snapping out of it, and more people are seeing you vulnerable and crying.
Perceive me! What the
Lucy, the sigils flare. And for a moment, you hear in your head what sounds like a clock is moving. As the clock begins to move backwards. It is a week and a half back.
Wait. So you're kind of covering your mic. Say it one more time.
It is a week and a half back.
A week and a half back. What? And
Blue,
like
blue,
I'm
wobby,
only
tommy,
noticing. Like,
wimey.
are we all? Or just me? I'm viewing this. Like Lucy.
It's the morning of the buses arriving.
What the fuck? For all of us?
For everybody.
This is when the kids, because there's a couple bus moments.
Yes, when the kids first arrive at the camp.
The first week.
So
First
camp
time.
has just started.
Camp has just started.
What?
But-
Where are we?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Are
I'm
we
trying
on
to
our
play- I'm trying to
cabins?
place-
Are we where we were before we
Hold
got?
on. Hold,
I'm trying to
hold
place
on.
myself.
Lucy.
Huh? You said you okay?
Yeah. I wasn't gonna call you for a roll. For fuck's sake, calm down. Lucy,
Yeah.
you go back and you are able to see one moment that you were not previously privy to.
Okay.
You see the moment that the king reached out to Adrian for the first time, right before he got on the buses to go over. But this time, Adrian's not there. It seems like he came a little bit later and the king missed him. And you watch and you hear that time sound, and it goes back. You see that scene of the king waiting for Adrian. It plays out again, and then it goes back, and then it plays out again, and it goes back. The ritual worked. You bound him to a moment in time. You used his own energy against him. And so, as a result, for now, he is bound to that moment in time. And he can't contact Adrian. So all of the things that followed from the weeks after don't happen. At least, not in the way that all of you remember it happening, because all of you remember everything that happened. But you are waking up to the morning of the campers arriving.
Hold on, let me pick up my jaw.
Yeah, that's a solid mood.
Remember, he had time powers before. He fucked you over with time. You
It's
just did the
weird,
exact
like-
same thing.
The morning the campers arrived, I assume Trinity and Lucy were still with each other. And Trinity's like gonna reach over to Lucy's shoulder, like grab Lucy by the shoulder and be like, if I tell you about a really weird but really vivid dream, you can't call me crazy immediately until I'm done.
I'm gonna hold on to your shoulder as well. I was like, I also have one, and then you also can't call me crazy.
Does it involve I don't want to say the name. Does it involve a lot of tentacles?
Yeah. And does yours involve the color yellow?
Yeah, okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, what? So,
Okay,
wait,
so it was all real.
what did you do? Did it work? Did it happen? Did it work? Did you do the thing? Did it all
worked.
work with the... I got it worked!
Yeah, oh my
We
God.
gotta find Astrid
Oh
and
my-
Mercury. We gotta make sure... hold on, we gotta find them. We gotta
Wait,
talk to them.
wait,
We gotta
wait,
make sure that
wait. It worked. I'm awesome. Oh my God.
You're
I'm
awesome.
amazing.
You're a badass! You're a fucking witch!
Oh my God. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's
We
go.
gotta make sure that
Go,
they're okay.
go,
We gotta
go,
find them,
go,
and we
go,
gotta
go,
also
go.
find... Wait, we also have to find Adrian. We have to make sure Adrian's okay too.
Yeah. We
Just
gotta
remember-
find everybody.
Oh
Find
my God.
everybody.
Hold on. Find them all. Find them all. We'll go find... You go that way, I'll go that way.
Wait. And then we split off trying to find everybody.
I mean,
Twitches.
Astrid Mercury. Twitches. I love this. I'm so happy about this. Astrid and Mercury, where would you have been the first day of camp?
Astrid is like, are the buses like already here? They're arriving right now.
No, they're coming.
They're
Like you all
coming,
know
okay.
that they're
I
gonna
mean,
arrive soon.
Astrid, the first day of camp, like, is like waiting for the buses, clipboard in hand. Aaron and Viv are on either side at this point. Like, you know, getting everything organized and also double checking that all the counts, like, she's like elected herself. I mean, at this point, you know, so she's like standing right, waiting, like clipboard in hand, like, all right, bring on the fucking counselors, like ready to go, or bring on the campers rather. And I think she is in this moment, looks to either side and like is a little discombobulated, like she doesn't know how she got there, like she's not in her darkest self form anymore, and like, but she looks at her hands and claws, like trying to like jolt herself up, like what is, and it like looks closely at Aaron's eyes and Viv's eyes.
There's no yellow. There's just the signs that you've seen. They're just the eye color they were before.
I will say she looks visibly freaked out. Like, or confused.
But it's simultaneous from both of your werewolf companions, Astrid. Both of them put a hand on your shoulder, and they both like put heads against, and you're like, "Me too," and it's said almost at the exact same time. So,
Do you remember?
yep.
Okay. But we're here now.
Yep.
So, Lucy fixed it?
Viv just kind of replies, it's magic. I don't really understand it that much.
know.
I'm just gonna roll with it.
Because
This isn't some trick, right? Like this doesn't. When it was a trick before, if this feels different, right? It feels different.
I don't feel out of it outside of just remembering everything we were just in the middle of.
Oh God. Oh God. Do you think everybody remembers? I made out with Allie.
That might not. I mean, that was a good decision in the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was.
I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it again, but also, like, I was sort of, like, trying to trick her, and I feel bad about that. Like, I was just trying to knock her out from the influence, right? Like, I hope she doesn't, oh, God.
You do see Allie come past, and she does look. She looks very meek and such, but it doesn't look like she's acting with any sense of, like, knowing...
Okay.
Like what it was. It's just a general, like, she looks at Viv, she goes very blushy. She looks at Aaron, goes very blushy. She looks at you, goes very blushy. It seems more general gay panic as opposed to specific gay panic.
I'm gonna wink at her anyway, but, 'cause she can't help herself. I should find Trinity and Lucy and Mercury. Can you...
Well,
I think around this time, one of
Yeah,
them
we-
is already coming screaming at you.
Oh my God!
Chicken with the head cut off.
Who is coming? Which one of you? Because
Oh, I don't-
you split off,
A
right?
coin? Yeah, we
We
split
did.
up. Let's flip a coin.
Yeah, sure.
Heads it'll be Lucy, tails it'll be Trinity.
Okay.
Oh, I dropped my coin!
Oh God! Oh God! The one mechanic you had.
Okay, it was heads, so it's Lucy.
Of course it is.
Astrid, I took come for me. Oh my God! And then I'm gonna run up to you and like give you a really big hug. Are you okay? Do you remember everything? Please please tell me you remember everything. It worked. It worked. It worked. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Lucy, I will hug Lucy back.
Oh my God! Oh my God! It worked.
In like as strong a hug. It worked. You did
Yes.
it. Lucy,
Oh my God! Oh my God!
You did
But,
this.
I know. Okay. Okay. Yes, I kind of did it, but it was kind of everybody else that helped me as well. And with but oh my God, this is so cool. This is so cool. And scary and you know, I'm still a little afraid of the lake and like certain
I
places
mean,
of water getting on me.
I don't think I'm gonna go do the lake thing for a little bit myself,
Yeah,
frankly.
yeah.
Also, but we did it. You did it. But you
Oh my God,
used.
this is so cool. This is so cool. Oh my God.
You're like really powerful.
Oh my God.
That I didn't get to. I was a little out of it, admittedly, when the whole thing was happening. But that was really impressive.
I feel like rolling to turn astronaut right now.
Yeah, do it. I dare you.
Of course you do.
Do it.
Of
I
course
dare
you
you.
do.
Do
Do
it,
it.
I
Do
dare
it. I
you.
dare you.
Of course you do, you little freak.
Do it,
you coward.
Do it. I dare you.
Yeah, you did.
You coward.
That's an 8.
Yeah, on a 7 to 9, they can either give you a string or
Don't
choose
you have?
your
I
actions.
was gonna say, don't you have a +1 forward? But also, an 8 only takes it to a 9, so it's
9,
Yeah. So Astrid, either give a string or give yourself to Lucy. Promise something you think she wants, or get embarrassed and act awkward.
No, just bring it in. Give it.
I give myself to Lucy.
Yeah. Okay,
Bring it in.
it's a big ol' yeah. So I immediately Lucy goes to like open mouth kiss.
Yeah.
Wow.
Astrid
And
will do
I'm like-
so.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Next to Aaron and Viv, just right in the middle of them, and yeah. Anyway, however
They're
long that
both
goes on.
looking down at this, and then as is the nature of teenage boys to ruin several moments
Yeah.
that are not their
No.
own.
Teeth,
You
Oh, the
hear,
Parkers.
yeah, you hear.
teeth
You,
burst
no.
is hilarious.
You literally hear some of the buses coming by, like coming in the distance, and you see on top of one of the buses both of the Parker brothers in partial wolf form going, "Ooh!"
I'm gonna kill them. Their
I
mom
will-
said I could this time.
Okay, can I just? I just want to say something. We're going to break apart. I'm going to look at Astrid. I have a lot of discovery to do as a witch, but wherever I go, I would like to keep our connection.
I thought you thought it was a mistake.
I was, it was a moment. It was a lapse in judgment after I hurt Trinity, and I was very emotional, and so
Which was the lapse in judgment.
huh? Which
Do you-
when I hurt Trinity, I just thought that I would just hurt everybody I got close to, and so I tried to separate myself.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to be clear that you didn't think that we were your lapse, that I was the lapse in judgment.
Absolutely not.
Because it kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt. I mean, I'm not good at emotional intimacy, but I'm willing to give it a shot.
Would you like to be in covens with me?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to take off. I have a bracelet that's silver on my wrist, and can I put this on your wrist?
I'm more of a gold jewelry gal.
Jesus.
Because werewolves and silver.
I have a
oh my
slight-
god.
It is silver. Oh my god.
I have a slight allergy to silver.
Her wrist starts burning. I'm like, oh, I forgot.
Oh,
I'm so
fuck.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
It was just
It's okay. I
it's
like
the sentiment.
yeah.
Maybe if I pull off a lock of my hair and then wrap that around your
I
finger.
don't need.
I just want to give you something, Maybe like I can.
Uh. I don't need physical things.
Okay. It's more like emotional and spiritual and physical.
Yeah. You've made a mark on me. That's enough.
Well, I haven't made a mark on you yet.
Well, we can fix that. But maybe not right now, since the bus has just pulled up.
Listen, I have time powers, baby. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Now she thinks she's like a freaking time witch.
Maybe
Love that for her.
once the
Probably not. She thinks she has time powers.
maybe once the campers
Sure,
have settled.
Cece or her mother will clear that up
Yeah.
eventually, later
Maybe
on down the line.
Once the campers have settled, let's not put the carpet. Let's not go.
What about the carpet?
I said cart, but sure.
Okay.
So, Mercury,
Yes.
as we pull away from the scene, as both Astrid and Lucy happen to notice both of the Parker brothers now doing backflips.
Oh my God.
On the
I'm gonna
top
go
of the
kill them.
buses.
I'm
Gee.
gonna go scruff those kids.
Mercury, where would you have been at the start?
I feel like Mercury would have been in the middle of like getting dressed, like come to like as their like the last button of their shirt. Looks around, realizes they're in their cabin, and busts out the door. Like just total panic on his face.
Just
While
Trinity,
looking-
Trinity
yeah.
running into Mercury at that moment.
It's like failure avoiding full-on collision. It's like, do you remember anything about things in the lake and yellow and names that should not be spoken? And,
Yes, no, yeah.
okay, got it.
So that
Okay, that was gonna
happened.
sound really crazy if you didn't. Holy
No,
shit.
that's
Worked.
this is not. We're good. Oh my god, that happened.
It worked. It happened. It happened. It worked. We're here. We're fine. We're alive. Unless this is some unfortunate, really trippy mind fog thing that they. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna go down that route. I'm going to
No,
assume
it was real.
that we
It
did
was real.
it.
We did it.
Yeah.
Everything that happened.
Holy shit.
Like,
Who else do you think remembers? Who else would remember?
Cece,
The
Zeke,
kid? Cece, the kid?
Daryl.
Oh my god. Oh god, does Daryl remember?
Remember what?
No! Well, that's for me to worry about.
That's not cryptic
Yeah,
at
we
all.
should-
All right.
Yeah, no, things were bad at the end, but let's just say, we should check on the kids. We should make sure that Adrian and them don't remember.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
I feel like them not remembering is critical to that, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Let's find whatever bus Adrian came out of, or and the kids, yeah.
By the way, folks, you might not have noticed this initially as you were charging out of said cabin, but Mercury, there does appear to be a small little present that was set aside by your cabin door.
V?
What is it? I think
You see wrapping paper that has a bunch of that is a bunch of seals doing balancing a ball on their noses.
Oh,
Why does he have that on him?
That's
Why do you have that on him?
love Zeke.
can
Why? Why do they have that? That's
I
so
feel like in the
good.
moment of like rushing out of the cabin and like Trin, like I feel like I would have looked down at some point, like while looking at our bodies and notice it.
Yeah.
And
You
would
notice it.
yeah, can I pick it up and I open it very cautiously. Like I see the seals, but I'm also like
There's a bunch of art supplies inside it.
oh, Trinity would immediately see like the freckles light up and like this bright red across their face.
Aww.
I think
Trinity just says, how about I find out check on Adrian and them, and you go show your appreciation for that present. Clap them on the shoulder.
I will be there in a minute, maybe. We'll see.
Is
Take your time.
right about at this
Take
moment
your
that you hear somebody's steps come by from the side of the cabin, and you see Daryl like looking at his phone, and like he hasn't seen Trin yet, but like he sees you, Mercury, with the gift, and he's like, "Hey, do you know which way I have to go to get to Trinity's cabin?"
Oh fuck, he remembers.
Oh, God.
Well,
This guy.
we'll, despite the blush, kind of look at Daryl, smile a little bit, and gently like move Trinity to
Into frame.
present her. Yes.
Trinity has something akin to there's a bit of it's a little bit of stoicism, a little bit of, if you look into her eyes, deer in headlights, like what do you
Mercury
know?
will return the
What
clap
do
on
you
the
know?
shoulder and start to
What do
walk
you know?
down the stairs and be like, "Good luck with that.
Good luck with
Bye."
that. Listen, Mercury deserves her happy ending with Zeke. I need to see
Yes.
them together. I need it.
Again, Mercury and Daryl, not Mercury and Zeke. They were the only consistently stable and good relationship.
I agree.
They were the best couple of this.
They're the best of
series.
us. They're the best of us.
True.
So, in the midst of heading off in different directions or eventually ending up at the buses, I would say all of you at one point or another are able to catch right near the tail end of the buses arriving, Adrian coming out of one of the buses and looking very nervously around like he's not quite certain how to talk to anybody. And you see for a moment he looks over in the direction of another bus that got off where Galatea and Luce are at.
Loose.
And he looks like he blushes immediately looking at them, and then he looks back down and he just like starts fidgeting with his seal skin again.
I think I would notice this and walk up to Adrian and be like, "Hey, how are you doing?"
Hi. I'm really new to camp. I've never really. This is kind of my first time getting to go out and be around folks my age a lot more. Hi.
Hi.
Like very like shaky all over.
We'll put a hand out, like shake hands a little bit and be like, "I'm Mercury. What's your name?"
I'm Adrian. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. I mainly work in the arts and crafts.
That sounds really cool. I try and draw stuff every now and then. I don't know if I'm very good at it. Could I show you a couple things?
Yeah, of course. And it doesn't matter. I mean, good is subjective. The art is a skill. You have to practice to get better at it.
You see, he shows you a few different pictures, and while there's still like, it's clear he's only probably recently started drawing. It's clear that there's also some potential and talent there. And there's a moment where he's going towards the back of the sketch pad where you know in the previous timeline that there should be the picture of the king in yellow, and there's maybe a moment of like, and he flips it over, and you see that he has just been trying to draw, like it seems like he's been trying to just draw pictures of things he was seeing on the bus ride going by.
Those are really good.
Thanks.
Yeah. You know, making friends is hard, especially because you haven't been here. You know, it's also my first year here too. So if you need anything, you're always welcome to talk to me or any of the counselors about anything.
Thanks. And he kind of points to something in the distance, and you see both of the Parker brothers are being reprimanded by both Viv and Aaron at the same time. Is that normal?
You know, no. Sometimes things happen, you know, different folks have different needs depending on what they are. You know, we don't have to worry about that. They're fine.
Well, that's good. I wasn't sure who to talk to make friends. I had one friend I met just before I came to camp who was trying to talk to me about a bunch of different stuff.
Like what kind of stuff?
Mostly how to make friends with other people, because he was going to be moving, and I sort of, he was a very nice friend, but I didn't get to, but he was going to move away to another Selkie pod.
Hmm.
I was a little worried about trying to make friends here if I wasn't get to see any of them again.
Well, I mean, you have a whole summer to make new friends, you know, meet new people, figure out stuff. I mean, you're young. You got plenty of time.
Thanks, Mercury.
You're welcome, Adrian.
And he just sort of rushes off, and he joins a group where other folks are being called. He hears his name called, and he ends up in a group that has Luce and Galatea in it. And both of them, in contrast to him having to reach out this time, both of them sort of reach out to him and give him space to just be who he is. And for pretty much the rest of the summer, everyone is able to have things just carry on like summer camp would. The only echo of what may have happened is just for one of you. Trinity.
I was just gonna say,
Oh.
because
Well,
Trinity would have when during a quieter time after all the hustle and bustle of getting campers settled for the first day chills out, she would have gone down to the lake, and for good measure she would have, like, to the best of her memory, like in like the wet sand or dirt that's like near the shore, like started drawing the eye near the water and just say, if you're there, or if you're not, I didn't forget my promise. I'll tell them about you.
You get no response. Just a feeling that someone is watching you from the waters. And that deep below it, something rests, eager to have its story told. But that is a tale for another time. Yes, Lucy?
Can we do like a little epilogue for each of us?
Yeah.
Just like
Make it
a quick
real quick,
line
folks.
about like
Yeah.
what
A line
Like-
of what happened.
like what everybody's doing for like the next year.
Mhm.
If you can do that in a line, then sure.
Oh yeah, just like a quick like
Real quick.
montage of what people think like the next
Yeah,
year
yeah.
looks like. Do I have to go first?
No.
I mean, you
Weird.
you gave the idea.
Okay.
No, Trinity has to go first.
Okay. Let's go, Trin.
Because it's funnier to see Ventris react like that.
I wasn't ready.
Okay, fine, Lucy, you go first.
Oh, I mean, I like the Trinity idea. Okay. Because I think that Lucy would go to Cece and ask if she could like train with her or learn from her, and then see if this was something she wanted to continue on. Like, learn, see if she liked it, see if this is like a thing that she wants. Her full like witch self and all that. So yeah.
I like that.
Mhm.
Mercury.
Mm-hmm. What would Mercury be doing other than obviously
Married to
spending time with?
Zeke.
Yeah, basically, like
Married
that's
to-
obviously.
Obviously.
But I think like, especially after summer, I think would have gone back to school, but still stayed in touch with like everyone, and would definitely be coming back the next summer.
So Astrid being slightly on the older side, this was
Mhm.
sort of her last. I mean, counselors can be any age, but this was she. I think. Now that she has her pack, and I think is needed for more responsibilities among the pack at large. And I don't think she comes back to summer camp.
Mm.
I think that was her last year. Yeah, and I do. As for the relationship with Lucy,
It thrives, and
I don't know.
that's
I
funny.
think they try real hard. And I think they might stay friends. But I do think that perhaps that Astrid you can't keep a good wolf down. You can't tame you can't tame this wolf, and I think that
That's
eventually the wildness of her
Mhm.
makes maintaining that relationship difficult.
Mm.
And it's not Lucy, it's her.
You gave her the "it's not you, it's me." You hit her with the and then she fell into the arms of the strong, muscly arms of Cece.
I mean, very possible. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
not
that's very
Astrid, but
No, I'm talking
If you
about
want.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want.
yeah,
Wow, hit her with the "it's not you, it's me."
it's
Okay,
yeah.
understandable.
I
Understandable.
will add one one tiny thing to that, Astrid.
Mhm.
The Parker brothers have a small little journal that they've put together to give to you as your gift when you leave.
Aw.
They've marked down every single time you that they did an infraction at the camp in a journal to
that's so
give
nice.
to you, so that you never forget what they've done. It is their very teenage boy way of saying we're gonna miss you.
Here's every reason you barked, snarled, growled, and scruffed us.
Trin, last up.
Uh,
and then we'll
I
do the-
think for Trinity, she is going to spend. She thinks the best way to go about it would be talking to Henry, because the camp mascot is already a cute little like octopus thing. But maybe like redesign its eyes a little bit, as well as give it a backstory, quote unquote. So like a little, so that way for the next year at camp, she has like a little fireside tale to tell to campers about the guardian in the lake. A friend that could be made for those that, a friend that doesn't know how to be a friend, but is willing to, but loves watching people and learning what love and companionship means.
Henry would actually know an old legend that could be used to incorporate the Guardian of the Lake as well. That there used to be stories told about a worm in the lake, WYRM, so like a variant
Like
of dragons that used to live
yeah,
in the
dragonkin.
serpentine type, and that the Guardian. There are stories between whether or not they were friends, whether or not they were mortal enemies who would fight over the lake, or if they were just like siblings. But it gives you a lot of variation in the stories to tell whichever mood suits you to tell which version of which story you want. So you get to convert that, and thus summer in Carcosa is officially over, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in and all that, and I'm going to let everyone for the last time do their outros and say who they are, who they've been playing, and where we can find them possibly in the future. I will do mine real quick and just say, my name is Angela Mogarejo Bosch. I have been your master of ceremonies, all of your Eldritch horrors, plural, that have existed, and a lot of these ideas came from talking with my spouse, Moss Mogarejo Bosch, who is a fantastic game designer in their own right, and has literally been on a Dicebreaker article alongside Monsterhearts for their own TTRPG games. You can catch me on Fridays, not until I believe the new year is our next session. I'll be running Fabula Ultima for Quietus Kingdom of Death, where our group is about to go into a big-ass boss battle during next session, so that will be over on Valdrian's channel. So, starting us off, Monroe.
Hey y'all, I'm Monroe. I've been here playing Mercury, Florez, our Fae, and y'all can find me for a little bit on Logomancy Media playing Emergent, a superhero horror game that I did the sensitivity reading for, and it's a great system.
Nice.
Cool. Over to Ventris.
Hey guys, I'm Ventris. I've been playing Trinity Davis of the Cerberus Playbook, having a blast with it. And I don't think I can say specifically what yet, but in terms of upcoming projects, you'll catch me on the channel again soon.
We're, for those of us who know what you will be involved in, we're also fucking
Very
excited about it. We're so excited.
I'm so excited. I'm so
Hopefully
excited too.
that announcement
I'm
will come
so
out
excited.
And I just can't hide it.
Okay, now we are DMCA'd. Anyways, carry on, Maia.
Yes, my name is Maia. I've been playing Lucy Davis, and if you want to buy my new merch, we're in covens together. Go to my. I'm kidding, but I was playing The Witch. You can find me at Maia's Game Room everywhere. That's my podcast as well. Thanks for watching, everybody.
And last but not least, pass it over to LD to handle all the last bit of stuff.
Hi. Yay! Hi, everybody. I am Lady Dame, or LD. You can find me everywhere that's important on the internet at the Lady Dame. Right now, you can only find me here on Sword and Key.
for now. It's just easiest. And because of that, I'm also a mod here, and I have been your tech producer for this, as well as being Astrid Guidry, the resident werewolf, because you give me a chance to play werewolf, I will always play a werewolf. So we've got y'all. I just also want to say thank you everybody for watching and for coming and hanging out. We have raised $364 for Trans Lifeline through this game, and we appreciate everybody who came out, who donated, who cheered, who supported, who commented and shared. All of that has been really wonderful. And I think this campaign's going to be open for a little bit longer, but also we have a ton of... We're honestly doing so many charities here on Sword and Key right now, and I know most of them, but not all of them, so we'll see how this goes. We are hitting the end of December, but we are still going strong for Project Hopemas, which is our big charity push this month. We in fact have another game today at 4 p.m. Pacific, raising money for Project Hope. That's going to be Grandma Club and the holiday kerfuffle that's being run by Mayor, and it's a bunch of grannies, and it's gonna be so good, grand. And then so good, so grand. And then tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific is yes, I have this correct. Sorry, there's several games that are all very similar that are happening for Project Hopemas because we all chose cozy ass games. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific, we have Under the Floorboards, Not a Creature with Stirring, also for raising money for Project Hope. That one is GM'd by Derek. We have frankly, we have a really great cast for that one too. Actually, all of them are really great cast. Let's be real. And then on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, we have our regular show of Gate Night, which is where Derek, Shadow, and I get together and we play Baldur's Gate 3. We're trucking through Act 3. There's a lot. It's big. It's happening. But we're making our way through. Then because it's the holidays, a lot of our regular games are off this week. But we will have Tea Time Adventures at 7 p.m. Pacific on Friday, December 26th. So while you're chilling and hanging out, that one I'm excited about. I'll be GMing that. I am running the Tea Time Adventure system by Snowbright Studios. This one is called Brood Awakening. Actually, it's gonna be great. I will tell you right now, my players are all in a Harlequin romance book club. So, this week is all cozy as shit. On Saturday, December 27th at 9 a.m., we have the second part of the Bounty of Festival and Frost, which is part of the Root TTRPG. That one's jammed by Baker. To continue our cozy Christmas holiday shenanigans. Then on Saturday, December 27th at 3 p.m. Pacific, we have the Season 5 finale of Horizon's Call, which is our long-running nautical D&D 5e campaign, before they go on their break for probably I think it's a January break for them, while they recoup and start planning their next stuff. So, they're in the Shadowfell. It's going poorly, as one would expect. And then I want to say that seems to be everything that's on the schedule for now. I feel like things are missing, but stay tuned. If you have enjoyed this game, if you have enjoyed hanging out, we have a lot more. We have a bunch of regular games that should be back at some point in the new year. Including Cena 3000 and I believe Nightmares on the Frontier and a bunch of other stuff, for just all really fun and amazing games, all raising money for different charities. And we have some new games coming up in the new year, something that Ventris has hinted at, but we have, I know we've got an Invisible Sun game, and I know that we also have Veesen coming back, season 3 of Veesen, I think.
And so if that all sounds fun, we'll also continue to be putting out applications. I know that there's some more plans for more games in the future. So if you're interested in joining the channel or, playing in one of our games, we also have a big charity month push in June, but we are always looking for players throughout. So if you're interested, please check out our Discord. Please follow us on social media and all of that, and keep an eye out for all of those applications. Yeah, I think that's everything, I believe. Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Yep. With that, take care, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in and watching this story that I've been wanting to work on for a while, and finally got a chance to run Monsterhearts again with folks.
Hooray!
Thank you to my cast, and we hope all of you enjoy
Thank
the
you,
holidays,
Angela.
and take care of yourselves into the new year. Fare thee well, and I hope your life goes well.
Bye!
Bye.